Friday. It's been 3 weeks since I posted on my blog about Boing Boing removing all references to me on their blog. That was 78 posts and counting. We're still counting through them a little bit when we have extra time. But the point is, it's been 3 weeks, and no one really still knows why it happened or why they behaved the way that they did. And people are still asking me about it. Major media organizations are still asking me about it. People are leaving comments on my friends' photos on their Flickr photo streams asking them what happened. I think the best way to answer this question is in the words of MetaFilter commenters. So, here's that Boing Boing thing as told by MetaFilter commenters. Someone asked, "Hey, what's going on here?" We're all posted. Let me try to sum up. BB's stuff is all gone from BB. Why do I care about this? Hey, this is a little weird. No mention of this on BB. Hey, BB is deleting any comments referencing BB. BB says she has no clue. I know the Boingers, and they are great people. So what? You're a poopy head. No, you're a poopy head. Hey, I was a jerk. Hey, so was I. Hugs. Whoa, BB posted a response, but it doesn't say much. It's personal. Maybe it's the trademark that BB uses now. BB are hypocrites. Maybe it's a lover spat. This is a long thread. That web sure is trashy. Whoa, the moderator over there is calling BB a liar. Hey, they're still changing their stuff and not being forthright about changing it. Whoa, XJ said shit and then edited it. Hey, they only just changed their unpublished policy. BB is more than just a blog now. Hi, Joel. Why don't they get that unpublished is the wrong word to use? Well, it's sort of accurate, but gosh, the moderator over there is really bad at it. Me and my friends aren't going to read BB anymore. Hey, people are reading us. BB should come clean, and here's how. I love you guys. I'm a moderator, and this is getting me all moist. Misogyny bad. Grrr. Boy, this thread is long. It's their blog, and they can do and say as they please. Maybe it's fallout from all the SRL drama. The major media is covering this, and they sure do suck at it. This is a long thread. Kittens, what the fuck? Ooh, Citable's back. This is a long thread. More major media coverage, and it sucks a little less. Corey's still silent. This is a really long thread. Hey, what happened? Someone named Krautland asked a couple of questions. Someone named CCBC had this answer for them to sum up the debacle. Krautland, I don't think that whatever it was that BB may or may not have done here is the important factor. What has kept this entire story alive is the periodic zap that BB has given it. Clear, yells Teresa and slaps the paddles onto its chest. BB, I think, is waiting in bemused fascination to see what happens next. Me too. She said that her life is an open book. Anything Jenny says, short of calling her names, is okay with her. Consider the story as it has unfolded. Number 1. XB unpublishes BB. Not just articles by BB, but any reference to her. Now, if Jenny had said, "That's it! I hate her! I never want to hear the name Violet Blue again!" Well, okay, we can understand that. Most of us have had a final explosive break with a lover, employer, friend, relative, employee, or whomever. Number 2. BB discovers that she has been unpublished. What? She says? And we can understand that too. Number 3. Critical juncture number 1. BB readers ask, what? And their questions are unpublished. Incidentally, if we're referring to that button, I think this is the correct usage of the term. This is a critical juncture because this is when Jenny or someone should have said, it was because there was this final explosive break. And folks would say, okay, we understand, but we have a few policy questions. And BB could deal with those. Number 4, people realize their questions are being unpublished and start sneaking the terms violet and blue into their posts. These too are unpublished. Now BB looks ridiculous. Number 5, critical juncture number 2, Teresa Nelson Hayden loses it. She starts a thread purporting to answer questions. She says that BB is a horrible person but can't tell us why for the good of all concerned. Now this bit of hypocrisy is a bullshit moment, and there will be more. Number 6, BB readers say, what? And Teresa Nelson Hayden attacks them. She calls them names, disemvowels, or unpublishes them. Number 7, TNH says, look, here are the unpublishing rules. It takes but a moment for the blogosphere to discover that the rules have just been written and weren't in place when BB was unpublished. Bullshit moment. TNH says there are only a few BB unpublishing. The blogosphere, what a handy term by the way, discovers that 400-odd other BB posts have been unpublished. TNH falls back on BB's right to unpublish, which is, by now, hardly the question. Everyone agrees BB has the right, but the question is, why, when, and how do you exercise it? Number 8, more nasty name-calling, more insinuation about BB. Critical juncture number 3. Finally, Jenny enters and seems to be reasonable. Well, I tried to do this and that, and it wasn't cool, and now I'm trying to figure out why. But this is a BM, too. It is all verbiage and no real answers to the questions people have raised. In fact, Jenny pretends not to understand what the questions are. If I am wrong, and she is truly unable to read and comprehend the English language, then I apologize. Jenny also claims that, first, this is only a blog. albeit a communal one. So, what's the problem, dudes? Second, that it is her work that was taken down. Third, I think she tries to say that each BB member can do as they will, at least in their own area of the playpen. But fourth, she does say that it was her who done the unpublishing. Number 9, some comments by TNH, the other mod, and Jenny are edited to remove the nastiness. Perhaps this is meant to cool things down, but it only serves to bolster the idea that BB is trying to rewrite history, and all the 1984 metaphors are so alive at this moment. Number 10, TNH disembowels her own nasty comments. Some, like me, thought this might be a moment of returning sanity, but no. Number 11. Some of the BB folk retire to a desert island to consider what to do. No one knows whether Corey is there or on some God-given holiday, somewhere that cannot be breached, for any reason whatever. Core Doctor is important because he is the guy who has tied BB to causes other than trivia, tech, or sex. He seems to have principles in addition to tastes. But we have no word from Corey. Critical junction number 4. The Desert Island confab produces no perceptible results. Number 12. Now we have some of BB's unpubbed sites being repubbed. Perhaps David Peskovitz objected to his work being removed without his permission. Anyway, what Jenny said about her work was clearly a bullshit moment. Number 13. Oh, I know I've left things out. It wasn't meant to go on this long. But the point is, every day brings something new in this disaster. It has far less to do with whatever happened between BB and Jenny than it does with the continuing failure of Boing Boing to determine what constitutes reasonable policy, and their awful failure in communicating with their own supporters. Jenny fucked up. That seems obvious, and she seems unable to deal with it. TNH gave lousy moderation. The other BBers don't seem to know what to do about this. Here's the big point. I used to go to Boing Boing a lot, and still visit there from time to time. It's a site that I respect, and if I wanted perspective on DRM or net censorship, I'd certainly go there. Boing Boing was an important site. Their failure to deal with this event lessens their importance. Even later in the thread, commenter Boo Radley comes in and asks, so what was the deal exactly? Catellis responds, okay, so there were these people like on the internet, and one of them was all like, hey, I don't like her, and so she was all, as if, and then the other didn't notice for a while, and then she did, and she was all like, hey, who's what now? What happened? And everyone was like, huh? And then these people were all, and everyone went, huh, what happened to my balls? And the people were all, yoink, gotcha, A-E-I-O-U, suckers, shut the fudge holes, ingrate. And everyone was all like, fucked up. And then the people were all like, she's a meanie and a liar, and I'd tell my mommy if my mommy were a big media company. And the other one went all like, hey, no fair, no fair. And then everyone was all floor jobbed, and some people kept quiet. And everyone was all like, well, you don't want to play. That about covers it.